gentleman to my left mentioned about the glass half full. Well, I'll tell you, my glass is overflowing. And it's for a simple reason. I think this is a land of poetry. It's a land of cinema. It's a land of beauty and soul. And I can feel it at the end of a projection. The warmth, the love, and the emotion that I get from the spectators is overwhelming. And I think that's the good news. The good news is that what I feel here is that there's an opportunity to contaminate the world. And in order to do that, there needs to be this exchange between people from elsewhere that meet Indians, meet spectators, meet filmmakers, meet Indian cinema, and then go back into the world as small little viruses touched by this world and bringing it out there, little by little, one virus at a time. I believe Indian cinema and this sensibility that I feel here that I can't even come close to defining will explode in the world. I think it's a matter of time, sometimes way too much time, and we become impatient. But I think there needs to be patience. The last thing I would want for this festival is to become too organized. Because in disorganization, and I don't talk about the disorganization logistically, I'm talking about there's a multitude of films. There's a lot of films from everywhere. There's a multitude of films. I mean, I discover how many regional languages there are in India that I did not even suspect from outside of India. I mean, I knew it, sort of. But to see the vitality of it, I mean, in Western countries, for example, France, the regional languages have been eliminated. In many countries, regional sensibilities, culture, languages have been literally destroyed for an imperialistic internal political idea of nation. Here there are many nations within a democracy, is at least from what I sense, and I think these individual languages, these regional differences enrich India and would enrich the world if we had the chance to see them. So I think mission one, as far as I can tell, is to bring as many people from the outside here so that our eyes open to the vitality, the diversity, and the cultural richness of India, and then we go back and we're able to, in a very small way, illuminate the world about it. That's the first thing. The second thing is for Indian spectators, writers, filmmakers to meet the cinema coming from the rest of the world, because it's a cross-pollinization. We contaminate, you contaminate, and little by little we discover that there are different sensibilities and vast differences in history, but that fundamentally why a spectator sitting in a seat watching a film from the other side of the world in a different language, why it moves him is because he realizes that his humanity is the same as the one on screen. And that's, I think, the other mission of a festival like this, is to have us discover that these struggles, be they struggles of poverty, be they struggle of freedom of expression or of human rights, or be they purely the struggle to be able to exist as an individual in the world with all the difficulty that may imply, with the poetry and the soul that that individual has, to find a way to have that person be in the world. That's the fundamental struggle everywhere. Now, whether it's a political film, whether it's a poetic film, whether it's an entertainment film, that's the fundamental struggle. So underneath the diversity, we discover the unity. And this festival, remarkably, maybe it's because I'm just moved because it's the first time in India, but remarkably, I feel here the ability for that paradox to exist perfectly. Diversity, the more you encourage it, the more you favor it, the more you finance it, the more you show it, the more you have it live in the world, the more we all discover that under that diversity it's just a multitude of ways of expressing the same struggle continuously. So this festival, to me, is a victory against the pessimism of many things. It's a victory against also the cynicism that I feel in my country and in the West, and the fatigue. There's a sort of like existential, cultured, pardon the expression, bullshit fatigue that I don't feel here. I feel a young people. I feel an enthusiasm. And you have the perfect combination of sages and of a population which is majority young. And that is a great, great gift that you can make to the rest of the world through cinema. So I encourage you just to continue doing it and choose films and choose as many as you can. The projections are of exceptional quality. I've never seen a film badly projected here since I've come. And which is, let me tell you, not obvious in other festivals I've been. The halls are fine, they're okay. There may be sometimes a little bit of attention put to placing the right film in a hall of 954 people that will not fill, because it's a documentary about a specific subject, and perhaps put it in a theater that has of 250 places so that you fill it. There may be sometimes a little bit of attention at how to schedule, in the right place at the right time. But those are details. And if I think if in this country you come in thinking of details, you leave very unhappy. It's not about the details. It's about the humanity that I feel and that I think can be shared, and that we can share mutually, and then I leave and I transport India with me. And hopefully one day you will come to my country and I'll be able to welcome you in the same way that I received a welcome. So I just want to congratulate everybody. And the people that run the show on the ground are dedicated in a way that I've rarely seen. So congratulations and keep the work, and congratulations to India.
देखा